Alrighty, guys. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, Cuphead. How am I doing? Pretty good. We're gonna get into the OW2s here in a second. Maybe do. Oops. Lovely. Oh, I need to get on earlier, guys. I really do. I really do. Work and stuff and things and stuff. I don't understand it. Bamboozled, so. No. It's kinda not where I want to be. Good. Alrighty. The coffee is brewing right now, guys. Had to put a pot on, or as a boomer say. But in my case, it just involves a K-cup. Good evening, guys. Good. Alrighty. On a little bit late, not as late as last night, though. Let's get into the doing, guys. Let's get into the to-dos. Take a look at maybe some YouTubes here. Good. Good evening, guys. Lovely. Mouse input is feeling pretty good, too. Yes. Repair kit. I mean, I've never really repaired my windshield, so maybe. World's tallest wind turbine. You think that's taken out of perspective? Maybe. Hardware Legends, this hard drive is built-in window. It's a Raptor. Oh, it already says it's a Raptor. Good. And stutters. That's about, I think that's BattleNet doing dumb shit. I thought it was originally because cards load, but even right now, like, my cards aren't actually open because error pops up on occasion, but I think that it's a lot to do with me deprioritizing the launcher. The launcher is fuck with my system too much. BattleNets.exe. Here. Well, .exe doing something dumb, which is part of BattleNet. I do have it on my cache cores, but the reason for that is because whenever you launch the game, it inherits the cores that it's on. Like if you swap the game cores around, it doesn't like that. have to launch it on the cores that it's going to be on. It's a little bit different because it's Steam Web Helper, which is everything else, all the other garbage, and that I can actually adjust and put somewhere else. I think agent.exe loads shit in the background, which also isn't very good. Alright, let's take a look at... Oh. Let's find out how to repair a broken windshield, guys, which I've never done.
It's going to happen from a rock chip at some point, so the question is that $10 kit just as good or even better than the kit that costs $300? Well, let's find out. We'll see just how good the low price repair kits stack up against a repair made by a professional windshield repair technician. Then we'll see which repair epoxies are stronger than glass. We'll also see which repair resin is the most scratch resistant. Finally, a professional windshield repair tech.
I'm gonna grab my coffee. 1 second. Oh, ready. Coffee in hand.
Technician will grade each of the products. At a price of only $9, the least expensive brand will be tested is made by Antwish. The repair only takes 20 minutes and no special tools required.
Ooh.
They claim that the repair epoxy is 5 times stronger than glass. They claim you can repair chips and cracks, bullseye, spider web, star-shaped, and nicks. Looking at before and after pictures, the repair should look as good as new when we're done. Made in China. I bought several kits for each brand just to make sure we have enough material for several repairs. The inner layer of a windshield is made of glass. The middle layer is made of plastic, and the outer layer is the damaged glass that we'll be repairing. To test the repair products, I made 11 damaged areas on the windshield of one of my vehicles. Since I'm not a professional repair technician, I spent an entire day training myself using 7 different repair kits. I used glass pieces that were damaged by a Dremel. A full day of practice really helped me become familiar with the functionality and the quality of each brand. So let's see how the Antwish performs on this.
I mean, he probably could have actually got the professional auto glass repair guy to do the kits for him instead. But, you know, it'll cost money. But
area of the windshield. Step 1, clean the damaged area. Mount the seal to the windshield.
But then again, a professional isn't going to be doing this. It's going to be a home user. But then again, he's just trying to compare kits, so...
One side of the adhesive seal, then line up the hole in seal with pit. Press the seal to the glass. Pull backing from the top side of the adhesive seal. Line up the pedestal with the adhesive seal, making sure the tabs match up. Press the pedestal to the glass and run fingers around the pedestal to ensure a tight bond. Cut the tip off the resin container to open the stem. Add 5 or 6 drops into the pedestal. Press fit injector into the pedestal with the pin valve lined up with the tab. Hold plunger with one hand and pull the injector up with the other hand. Lock plunger by engaging lower notch in the plunger with spring clip. Allow the assembly to sit for 10 minutes. It's been right at 10 minutes. Remove the injector from the pedestal.
So I guess that's interesting. So the plunger was to apply a vacuum to pull the air from underneath into the plunger. So then it sucks, basically, it does the opposite, where it pulls the air out, and then the liquid drops below the air, and then goes into all the cracks. That's actually pretty cool.
Move plunger to its maximum position and put the injector back into the pedestal. Hold the injector with one hand and rotate the plunger, releasing spring clip from the lower notch. Depress the plunger downward, engaging the upper notch with the spring clip. Now let it sit for a minimum of 20 minutes. And it's been right at 20 minutes.
Now he's applying pressure to the opposite side, pushing the air against the liquid that's now inside the cracks, assumedly inside the cracks.
Remove the pedestal from the glass. Loosen the outer edges of the pedestal with the safety razor. Slowly pull up on the pedestal until it's removed. Wipe and remove excess resin. Pit filling procedure. Slowly add resin to the pit. Place the curing film over the pit, holding the resin in the pit. I hired a professional windshield repair technician to make a repair later on. So let's leave the curing film in place until he arrives to inspect the repairs. The instructions call for placing the vehicle in direct sunlight, but I'll just go ahead and use a UV light for right now. At a price of $12, is this Rain-X brand. Rain-X claims that their resin makes windshields stronger than before. Good for
Suction? Yeah.
below 1 inch in diameter
suction.
and cracks smaller than 12 inches in length. The Rain-X is made in Taiwan. Remove any loose glass by scraping over it with a razor blade. Affix the applicator to the windshield. Make sure the center ring is centered above the brake and the suction cups are firmly attached to the windshield. Screw the resin chamber into the center ring. Screw down the resin chamber, turning clockwise so that the rubber mouth is flat against the windshield. Squeeze 3 to 6 drops of repair resin into the resin chamber. Screw the pressure driver into the resin chamber to drive the resin into the brake. Tighten until the pressure driver is almost screwed all the way in. Check from inside the car to make sure that the rubber mouth has opened wide. Allow the repair resin time to be absorbed into the brake. It should take about 4 to 6 minutes. Unscrew and remove the pressure driver from the resin chamber to release any trapped air that's in the chamber. Reinsert the driver and screw down again to displace air remaining in the brake. Make sure that there are no bubbles inside the brake. After the air has been removed, turn the resin chamber and pressure driver together half a turn to the left. Remove the entire apparatus by lifting on the small tabs on the suction cups. Gently wipe away any excess repair resin. Add a drop of the repair resin onto the areas where the damage is still visible and cover with curing strips. And the Rain-X still needs to cure, but it's looking really good so far. At a price of $13, is this JB Weld brand. Contains 0.75
Doesn't really look like all the cracks are created equal, I guess you could say.
Diameter. Repairs a star, a half moon, bullseye, and a combination of all.
Very similar to the other one.
A syringe, pedestal applicator, cleaning wipe, push pin, and cure strip. The JB Weld is made in USA. Compared to the instructions for the Antwish, the JB Weld's instructions are written in a way that's much more easy to follow. With that said, the steps for the entire process are virtually identical. And the quality of the JB Weld's adhesive pad does seem to offer better adhesion, but that's pretty subjective. The syringe for the JB Weld kit is larger and more air volume should offer an advantage. Following the instructions to a T, and the repair took right at 35 minutes. And the JB Weld kit performed well, but there's still a small amount of visible damage. Also at a price of $13 is this Permatex brand. Repairs bullseyes up to 1 1/4 inches in diameter. The kit includes a repair syringe and plunger, repair compound, adhesive disc, pedestal, curing strip, push pin, razor blade, alcohol towelette, and 1 instruction sheet. The Permatex is made in Taiwan. Just like the JB Weld kit, the Permatex repair kit offers just enough supplies
almost
to make
identical.
one repair. And the quality of the kit seems just as good as the JB
Who
Weld
copied
kit.
who?
The kit instructions were very close to the same as the JB Weld's. The instructions call for 10 minutes of suction, followed by 20 minutes of compression with the syringe and pedestal. When it came time to remove the adhesive pad, the Permatex held together a lot better than the JB Weld adhesive pad. Definitely a lot better, and I can hardly wait to see the finished result. At a price of $15 is this Union brand. Works on round damage not more than 1 inch. It also repairs cracks up to 12 inches. It claims to have an advanced resin formula. The repair should take
Almost identical to the other kit.
Made in China. And the Union kit looks just like the Rain-X kit, but there are definitely some differences. I'm not able to thread the pressure cylinder without first lifting the entire assembly away from the windshield by at least 1/4 inch. The instructions also call for installing the pressure bar and then checking to make sure the resin has reached the damaged area. The pressure bar is supposed to work like a piston and force the resin into the repair area as the pressure bar is tightened. After adding 6 drops of resin, the resin was not forced into the damaged area of the glass by the pressure bar. Unfortunately, the entire assembly seems to be acting more like a funnel and not forcing the resin into the broken glass. After adding more resin and after a couple more attempts, the resin finally made its way to the broken glass. After several more attempts at removing and installing the pressure bar, the resin has finally settled into the damaged area. And the repair took about twice as long as the Rain-X brand. The Union did help repair the damaged area, but the damage is still quite noticeable. At a price of $19 is this Athlon Tools brand. The UV light requires 2 AAA batteries, but the kit does not include the batteries. It also includes 5 curing strips and 4 containers of repair resin, 2 razor blades, instruction manual, and a repair device. It claims you can make a repair in only 10 minutes. Made in China. And the Athlon's repair instructions are pretty similar to the Rain-X and the Union kits. Just like the Union kit, I'm not able to install the pressure cylinder without first lifting the repair assembly away from the windshield. After adding the repair resin and installing the pressure bar, the repair resin still hasn't made its way into the damaged
Another
glass. I'll go ahead and add some more repair
I feel as though we're
resin.
seeing a
Just like
trend
the
here,
Union,
guys.
The pressure bar does not seem to be adding pressure. Instead, it's just serving as a funnel. The repair resin has finally made its way to the repair area, but the pressure cylinder isn't making enough pressure to force the resin into the legs of the crack. There's still some damage to the repair area. The instructions are a little hard to follow, but they seem to indicate using a UV light for 10 minutes. However, the UV light shuts off about once per minute, so you'll have to power up the light about 10 times during the repair. After 10 minutes, the resin does seem fully cured. At a price of $319, the most expensive brand we'll be testing is made by ClearShield. Unlike the other repair kits, the Clear Shield kit is used at over 1,000 retail locations where they perform professional car windshield repairs, designed to provide long-term protection to prevent crack from reopening. The kit includes a really nice toolbox, repair bridge, extra O-rings, and end seals. It also includes 100 curing squares, 10 razor blades, a rechargeable drill, 20 drill bits, thin resin, and pit sealer. The Clear Shield is made in USA.
Okay, guys.
Repair with the Clear Shield, let's compare the repair assemblies for the Rain-X, Union, and Athlon. They all do look the same, but they're all different. With the Rain-X, the resin chamber threads into the applicator without the resin chamber protruding outward. The legs have a larger diameter, and they're also a lot stronger than the Union and the Athlon.
Interesting.
And the resin chamber on the Union does not have enough threading, and it protrudes out the bottom of the assembly when it begins to thread. And the resin chamber for the Athlon looks very close to the same as the Union's. Placing my finger over the end of the resin tube on the Rain-X, as I threaded the pressure cylinder, I can feel a small amount of pressure pushing against my fingertip. As I unthread the pressure cylinder, it should create a vacuum. So let's see if the Rain-X can make enough suction to lift this curing strip off the table. Unfortunately, the Rain-X just isn't making enough suction to lift the curing strip. With the Union and the Athlon brands, I barely noticed any pressure building when I threaded the pressure cylinder all the way into the resin tube. Just like the Rain-X, neither of those brands were able to lift the curing strip. The Clear Shield has 2 O-rings that form a tight seal.
I assume any sort of lubrication would help with that, mind you. Attaching to the curing strip would be something that, you know, depends on, was it surface tension or something like that? Like, it needs to be able to make a seal, and because it's so flat and so smooth? So smooth, it actually prevents it from forming suction. Although if you have 2 really, really smooth things up against each other, they actually form suction against each other. There's a name for it, scientific name for it, I don't remember. But otherwise, if you push it against it, and you don't have like some lube in there, you have some good lube in there, it won't actually suck. So you need to, like, maybe water, really anything. Water, or petroleum jelly, or what's the other one? That's a petroleum jelly. It's used in automotive for electrical connections. I should know the name of it, and I don't. Not silicone. Dielectric grease. There you go.
Acting as piston rings. I can feel quite a bit of pressure building when threading in the pressure cylinder. The Clear Shield also creates quite a bit of suction, which is exactly what's needed to remove air bubbles in the repair. It actually created enough suction to stick to my finger while overcoming its own weight. The Clear Shield also made very easy work of picking up the curing strip, and that's a pretty long crack that needs to be repaired. Drill the center of the
rubber snubber at the end would also be able to do this better too. So the better rubber snubber, which, you know, depends on how they make it, would also aid in being able to pick up the piece of plastic as well.
Yeah, the purpose of this step is to open up the impact point to allow resin to enter the various parts of the chip. Use the rock chip repair drill. To drill, simply place your hands firmly on the windshield with the drill cradled in both hands. Start by drilling the center of the chip at an angle, then quickly adjust so that the drill is standing upright. Let the weight of the drill and the drill itself do the work. Stop when the drill is no longer making progress or just before you pop through the first layer of the windshield. And the drilled area definitely looks deep enough to allow the resin to flow into the damaged area. Make sure that both sides of the bridge are unscrewed so that the suction is the first part of the bridge to touch the windshield. Firmly press down the bridge and clamp down the suction. The bridge should now be stable. Screw down the balance pin until it touches the windshield. Then screw down a half turn further. Now screw down the piston in the same way, screwing a half turn further when it touches the windshield. Remove the piston, keeping the chamber secure against the glass. Add 4 to 5 drops of resin into the chamber or more for larger cracks. Slowly tighten the piston to begin injecting resin. When you start to feel pressure or see resin coming out the bottom of the chamber, stop. Let the pressure slowly
move the resin into
the cracks.
The crack on the outside here.
Making progress, slowly loosen the piston when half turn. This will pull out some of the air in the chip. Then tighten the screw back to where it was and then a half turn more. The resin is definitely being pushed into the damaged area. Removing the bridge. Lay a cloth over the piston to avoid spray when the...
That's actually pretty good if it gets the area outside of the bridge, but I guess it would do that, right? Because it would push outside, but it wouldn't actually push into the entire crack, so there's the chance that it won't fill the whole thing. But I mean, then you could possibly just do another one in a slightly different spot.
Suction and pull the bridge off. Then, using a cloth, wipe down any excess resin. After the chip is filled, a little hole from the drill called the pit will remain. Using the pit sealer, fill the hole with a tiny drop. Lay a curing film square over the top of the drop and gently press down with the finger to flatten the pit sealer. Ensure that there are no air bubbles under the plastic curing square. And the repair looks very good, but we still need to let the resin cure. Place the UV light over the chipped area. Let sit for 2 minutes or until resin is hard. Let's go ahead and check out the work of of a true windshield repair technician. The UV light, you've got a razor blade.
So this will be your cover for your pit filler.
You got 2 O-rings. That looks nice. It looks just like the one I've got inside from the clear shield.
Plungers, new O-rings. This will be your pit filler.
Okay.
And then this will be your resin.
And Josh is first going to drill the center of the damaged area. He personally prefers using a variable speed drill compared to the tiny drills that come with the repair kits like the one I used. The full-size drill offers more control and the bit is less likely to walk. Josh has
He's under scrutiny right now. He has to perform, guys. He has to perform. His job's at, well, he didn't say actually what company he's with.
There's a piston centered directly over the repair area and the bridge is locked down and adjusted for the repair. Josh added right at 8 drops of resin.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna start pressurizing until we feel it tighten up, and then back it off real quick, and that's kind of what starts sucking your air out. Now you can start to see it starting to work its way down in there. See it pushing that one.
He also used a flame to heat up the glass, which will help the resin flow into the repair. A word of caution, adding too much heat can definitely cause a lot more damage to the windshield. So a hairdryer is a safer option for someone like myself who doesn't have much experience. And Josh has done a terrific job of pushing the resin into the entire damaged area, including the legs of the crack. After adding the pit filler, he allowed the pit filler to cure for several minutes before removing the cover.
So like these, if you take it and you go like this across that hole, it'll just pull it out. So what we do is you go just on the other side of the hole, take it off. Same thing, take it off, and then you want to make sure you're flat, and you just over until you quit hearing it.
The final step is to clean up the repair, and the repair looks amazing. Josh will go ahead and start with the Athlon.
Stickier than ours is after it dries, but that one did a good job. Oh,
it's a professional.
so okay,
yeah,
that's what I was saying. That one looks good. And see how much harder it is to scrape off?
Yeah.
That's more like what ours feels like. See how it's flaking just like ours? It is, it's hard. We'll see how that's so stuck. That's what makes me nervous. It'll pull the pit. And see how it tried to pull it? So see how it started to pull it out? You can feel that with that blade. It didn't stick. See how it's catching? Well, that one turned out good too. I don't dislike that one. Yeah, that one was pretty soft. It come right off.
How hard was that epoxy? Was that hard?
That one was pretty tough.
Pretty good stuff. Was it as hard as any others?
I'm gonna say it was as hard as this one.
Okay.
So see, that's not very hard. It's just sticky. Yeah, it didn't do great.
Josh has had a chance to get a feel for the hardness of the resins as well as the effectiveness of the
So kind of curious here. Might not be something that Project Farm, the guy that runs the channel, would have actually checked for. So he's getting the professional opinion, checking the hardness of the resin after it cures. Apparently really important. And then I didn't really understand how he's pulling the plugs out, but not on some. But you know, with the razor blade. The idea being is if you pull off the sheet off the top of it, it's going to pull out the resin plug underneath it, which isn't what you want, right?
Repair kits, and I've asked him to rank the order of the repairs.
So we're going to give that one an A. And then I'm going to say, I think I liked this one next, and then Ray next would be C. This one I'm going to say is D, E. I'm going to say just because that did that, I'm going to give this one, I guess if we're going in alphabetical order.
So the biggest issue with the JB Weld is that it did not stay within the repair. About 24 hours ago, I created some test pieces using glass coasters and test tubes. All the products have had several hours to cure in direct sunlight. And the ant swish outlasted the glass, and the glass finally broke at 18 pounds. Just like the ant swish, the Rain-X outlasted the glass. And the glass...
So he's testing the hardness of the bond versus glass itself. Although I don't think this is the same because it depends on the kind of glass you're using, and I don't know if like these are like test tubes. I don't think it's the same glass. There's all different sorts of glass, guys. You know, case in point being your Gorilla Glass. I don't have Gorilla Glass. I actually have my phone, one of the few phones that actually not have a glass screen. It has a plastic. It's like a triple plastic. It's some sort of weird thing, but basically prevents the screen from ever breaking. And it's a really good thing. But like Gorilla Glass obviously being completely different than normal glass, right? Extremely hard, but also fragile. You tap it on the corner and the whole thing shatters.
It's broke at about 21.4 pounds. And a JB Weld has more than enough strength to outlast the glass at 23.6 pounds. And the Permatex outlasted the glass. And the glass broke at 20.6 pounds. Unfortunately, the Union let go at 8.6 pounds. So that's less than half the strength of the other repair resins. And the Athlon Tools resin has even less strength than the Union brand at only 4.6 pounds. And the Clear Shield Pit
Even though a lot of the setups were the same,
so
the resins they're using aren't the same.
The only two brands that struggled on this test. About 24 hours ago, I also prepared another test piece. I applied the resins and covered each of the resins with the plastic curing film. They've had several hours to cure in direct sunlight. So let's use the most hardness test to compare each of the resins. All the curing strips have been removed, and the number 2 pick easily scratched the ant swish. And the Rain-X held up just fine to the number 2 pick. And the number 3 pick is harder than the number 2, and it caused quite a bit of damage. And the JB Weld seems a little bit harder than the Ant Swish, but it did experience some damage with the number 2 pick. And the Permatex outlasted the number 2 pick. And the number 3 pick
that sound
caused some damage to the Permatex. And the Union is very soft and experienced quite a bit of damage from the number 2 pick. Just like the Union, the Athlon is extremely soft and experienced a lot of damage from the number 2 pick. And the Clear Shield held up just fine to the number 2 pick, but the number 3 pick did cause some damage. So the hardest resins include the Rain-X, Permatex, and Clear Shield resins, which required a number 3 pick to cause scratches. So which repair kit is the best? And the Clear Shield kit is by far the best with an average finish at first place. However, at over $300, it is very expensive.
Yep.
Out of all the DIY kits, the Permatex seems like the best. The quality of the resin seems very good. I also like the Rain-X kit quite a bit. However, the tool for injecting the resin just doesn't seem to work very well. Another factor to consider is the number of repairs that can be made with just one kit. Approximately 10 repairs can be made with the Rain-X kit, making it a very good value. A big thank you to Josh for letting me film the repair. It's always a little nerve-wracking to have someone looking over your shoulder, and if you have a camera pointed at you, it's even more nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
All the videos in this channel include
it's even worse when you're streaming. We've talked about that before. Watching people. Yeah, watching people turning off your camera. Oh god, that helps so much with stress. Oh, you don't even know, guys. Wow. I mean, sex is great and everything, but have you ever turned off your webcam while streaming? Oh. Probably should actually tweet that before someone steals it. Oh, I'm sure I'm going to get some troll replies to that, but I'll post it anyways. Oh, that's good. It's actually very true. If you've ever turned off your face cam while streaming, and you have like any sort of, I don't know, observational skills, like awareness, and you can totally tell there's just a huge difference between the two. I'm not the only caster that's noticed that. Definitely noticed other people mention that. Don't buy a gaming chair. No shit. I actually have a chair shopping guide on my channel that I made a decade ago. Yep. You actually buy a 24/7 chair, which I still haven't because I don't have disposable income right now to do it. I bought two, and both were shit. Yeah, you spend $1,500 on a chair and you find out it's garbage. Not garbage, it's just like uncomfortable. Just sending that shit back. Just completely sending it back. Alrighty. Yeah, and it's not because I have a bunch of money, but rather I sit in a chair. I sit in a chair to do everything, hours a day. And it represents a quality of life issue, a cost for my life. It's something that I do. You know, like you spend how much time you spend in your car. You spend thousands of dollars on that. Yeah, and you spend a shitload of time if you're a gamer in a chair. So, how to control a crowd? Kinda doubt it. Talked about that. There's actually some things to help control crowds. There's strange parts. We haven't watched strange parts in a while. Oh, what time is it? Maybe we'll take a look at a quick strange parts. We haven't seen Scotty in a while. He had some health issues and stopped making videos. We used to cover them all the time. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good channel. DIY channel. Let's take a look at this. I wanted to watch this a while ago and never taken time to watch this.
So this machine can repair OLED screens that have bad lines in them using a laser. So this is the future of
normally when you get a line in your screen, you think it's done.
super high-tech, brand.
Like that's new screen time, right? Is when you get a line in it. Never actually seen lines repaired in
A
screens.
new machine, barely hit the market. What they're doing here is looking for broken traces in the OLED construction.
These are broken ones.
And these are formed with a laser originally at the factory, right? So we're using the same laser they used to construct these when they cut this out of
Who's
a
this guy?
sheet of
Who's this guy? Who is this? He has a beard?
OLED. We're going to use the same laser to fix them.
X in the background, guys.
And it's not like normal laser. So
Yeah,
he
yeah,
can
yeah.
go through the first layer of the OLED,
That's
but he will
incredible.
stop in the middle, you know, like where you have a good idea where the broken line is, but you still have to find it.
I mean, it's still a manual repair process at the end of it.
This is the first generation.
Right, of course.
So-
it's going to get better. And it's going to get better at lightning speed here.
You have to make sure first that the flex is okay.
Right.
There he is again.
Of course. Of
The
course.
flex is broken, it's because the same problem, because it's the same data lines. So you have to make sure.
But
the
that
flex
one's
is
easier
okay.
to fix. We already know how to fix that.
He's in China? These guys sound like they're
The
from
last
India?
step is to change the flex.
Oh, of course. You don't have to remove anything except maybe the front glass. So one of the things here is that you're doing this with the screen on,
With the screen.
which is crazy. One, you know where the issue is, and then two, you know when you fixed it. It will literally change in front of your eyes, which is magic.
It's like changing a lamp with the electricity still working.
Yeah, exactly with the switch on.
You see, you find some.
That's actually pretty cool.
Oh my god, okay.
So this machine is used to when you don't have to fix the OLED panel, you just have to change the flex. So it
This is very specific because not all phones have an OLED panel. Mine does. OLEDs are fantastic, guys. You definitely end up with screen burn-in on your phones. I haven't really noticed it. The blues are supposed to get worse on my screen, and they honestly haven't, or they have, and I just don't really notice it. So they're like getting lighter or something. I think they burn out, so they get lighter and lighter, and then you just stop getting blues. Blues on my screen are still pretty normal. I have to put on a white background. Figure it out, but my phone's like 5 years old, and don't really have any problems with it. Most phones use IPS screens, though.
He tear off the flex, and then he will press a new one. We first have to correct the flex with the glass.
Yeah, line it up. Very nice. Beautiful.
So this is the hard OLED one.
Yeah.
The hard OLED is easy to fix because we don't have this kind when it's bonding, you know, it's not flexible. If the glass is 100% okay, we don't see any water damage or something, we just
Yep.
change the flex and it's working.
And then the ACF is anisotropic conductive film. I use that in the RFID video. It's a very interesting adhesive that when you bond it using heat and pressure, it only conducts in the vertical direction, using really microscopic balls of metal. It's very, very cool. You put ACF down across all of the pins, and then
This isn't stuff, by the way, you could probably find in the US. Even if you go to like a phone repair shop, you probably are not going to find this. This stuff is very, very specific to China. And specifically, what's the area in China where they're all at? Like Akibara for Japan, one big tech district in China where you basically can get anything fixed.
You bond it, you don't have to worry about it conducting between pins. It only conducts vertically between the two. It's such a clever technology.
So this is the hard one, and this is the soft one. The soft one which we actually can bend. The hard one, the bending flex point has to be in the front. So we have to attach the flex in the front and then bend it to the other side. So the actual part which is bending over, it's just the flex. And then when you put it like that, these two edges, very easy to get dirty or to get water damage or to get broken. Yeah. But the soft one, the actual glass, like bending over to the other side, you don't have the edges because they can cut it nicely. With the hard one, you have to cut it sharp, like. So it's two different like technologies. You can look on the edges, you know.
Basically, we're just waiting for that line to go away. He's just repairing trace by trace by trace until that line disappears.
We have two sides of the flex. Maybe it's broken here, so we try to repair it here, but no luck. To reach the another side, we have to take off the glass, and then we will try again.
So this process is pretty standard. We see this in the markets all the time. It's a hot pad with some suction to hold the glass down, and then they just saw between the cover glass and the OLED screen with a very thin metal wire, a steel wire. Right now, he's just removing the OCA, the optically clear adhesive. It's the adhesive that binds the glass to the front of the OLED screen, and it's just optically clear means that it has the same like diffraction index as the glass, so you can't see it.
Thanks, John Cops.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there it is.
Nice.
That's pretty much like magic.
It is.
That's unbelievable.
And now you can bend the flex, and the line won't come back. So the flex was broken in this point, and then we fixed it. And now, even you press, the problem won't come back. Because we fixed the actual lines inside the LCD.
Who's
panel,
X
you
in
know?
the background?
That's so crazy.
Who's
So
X?
this is not the part that's bonded on.
No, to
It's
bond from here.
actually the OLED
the
itself.
OLED panel itself.
And that's what has the problem. You were telling me last night, this is also part of the manufacturing process.
part of the
So
manufacturing.
explain that part.
The real OLED is like big sheets,
Yeah.
you know, of OLED.
Like television
Yeah,
size.
like television
sheets,
size,
right?
even
Yeah.
bigger.
Sure.
And then they have like this kind of laser, but of course it's automatic, like, you know,
Sure.
not by hand. And you just have to cut the glass by laser, and that's it. But the drawing
But they're actually drawing traces
by this kind of
in
laser.
the OLED substrate
with this kind of laser.
with
Yeah,
this
yeah,
laser.
yeah.
And so
we
this
just-
laser is really just replicating what they do when
Yeah,
they
yeah.
first make the OLED.
Yeah, so we just retrace.
It's so smart. This is what I love about Huashangbei and Huashangnan. I love about the cell phone markets and the cell phone repair industry. It's so innovative. There's just everybody
Really expensive machine.
to fix more phones,
Yeah,
fix more screens, come up with better ways, cheaper ways of doing things. You're in the LCD business. What's your impression after seeing this?
This is the last problem which we can't repair, you know, till last year. And this year, when this machine got out, we officially can fix any problem in LCD. You know, we're lying. Except when it's broken, we don't fix anything.
How many screens are there out there like this that have this problem?
Lots of screens which everybody like threw away, you know, because it's lying.
Yeah.
Yep, you can find these all over eBay. If you look for them, and if you look for a used phone, if you're buying used in the used market, you can 100% find these all over eBay with a line in the screen. And it's definitely a big deal.
Cannot fix sometimes.
It also happens to TVs as well.
They will change the flex, the line will go, but sometimes they will change the flex and line still on the screen.
Sure.
So they will just throw it away.
How much money are people with this machine gonna make?
Lots of money.
Yeah, I think
Tons
so.
of money, tons of
I think this
money.
machine pretty much prints money at this
You
point.
basically take screen like which no one can fix,
Yeah.
and you fix it by yourself. But the thing is, like, after you fix it,
Yeah.
you will put a new glass on it, and nobody will know when you.
A lot of repairs.
not a
As good as
problem.
new.
This is water damage. It's a kind of corrosion, you know.
Yeah, sure.
So the lines inside the glass.
Boy, that doesn't look fixed.
It just doesn't look that beautiful, but it's fixed. It's like when
Sure.
you're welding, it's look like a black and not beautiful,
Sure,
but,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's welded.
As long as it sticks.
This one is the original lines. This one when you draw the laser. You see?
Oh, right there.
Yeah, this point.
Yeah, okay.
This point. So when you draw the laser, because this one is made of copper, so it will become like kind of black.
Like oxidized or something, yeah.
Dark. Yeah. When you got the problem, the first thing you have to do is you have to check that it's not broken and it look like new. You have to take out the back side and check for the glass if you have water damage. If you have water damage, you can just check with this machine. You don't have to fix. When you saw there is water damage, you will fix it, of course.
Yeah.
If there is no water damage, it means this glass is 100% okay. You just have to change the flex. So before we have this machine, we just change the flex. Maybe we have 100 pieces, we just change 100 pieces. After this, we have maybe 80 pieces working, and the rest we can fix. Just take out the flex and move to the new LCD. Yeah. But now we don't have to change. We can look. And we
just inspect.
yeah. So now maybe 100 screens we can fix 100.
And this is how you make money in the cell phone repair business. Not by changing screens one by one. By being able to repair 100 out of 100 screens.
I mean, it depends on how much you're
screen refurbishing.
It depends on how much you're charging people whose phone you're fixing, right? Yeah. So if there's no one with the machine around here, then it comes down to the lowest bidder, right? It's always generally a race to the bottom to see who can actually, when you repair something, whether or not, how much you pay for it, right?
They make real money.
That one, when we fixed right now, this panel is actually inside, is the middle layer. Before we had these machines, we have to take everything off. And then the screen is become like, it's original one, but we already changed the glass and we don't really need to change the glass, but we don't have another option. We have to take it off. But now, when we don't have to change the flex anymore, we just take out a little bit, just the corner. We fix it, put it again, and it's like new.
This is magical technology. It's gonna be a real game changer for screen refurbishing. To be clear, screen refurbishing is a big business. This is gonna change things a lot. And the people that have these machines now are gonna make a lot of money in the next, 6 months, something like that.
When we go smaller, I think we will also affect the quality of the machine. It's go weaker and because you cut the cost and you make it fit.
Of course. So then we'll see variety and quality of repairs.
Yeah. So I mean, you see the NG, yeah?
Yeah.
This is a broken screen, but we still can use the flex on it because the flex is okay. So we can take two screens. One of them, the LCD panel is broken. Another one, the flex is broken. We just swap it and we have one working without any cost. You don't have to buy the new flex because you can take from this one, from the broken one.
If you would like one of these machines, you should talk to my friend Schwan here of the infamous Tool Brothers. You've been in other videos.
Yes.
And you can hook people up with one of these machines?
Yes, I can have one.
Okay.
I can have one. Yes.
How much does one of these cost?
85,000. Yeah.
85,000 RMB.
That's actually not that expensive. I was going to say that's a $100,000 machine. If you start talking about really precise machinery, it usually gets extremely expensive. So, like a CNC machine, although it might be Chinesium, I don't know. Is that the good one or the bad one? That's the question. 85,000 RMB is like 40. $11,000. So actually not that expensive. You could actually possibly, if you're a cell phone repair shop, you might even be able to afford this. But I've ordered off AliExpress, I've ordered directly from China, and sometimes the stuff you get, not quite there. And regardless of it maybe being able to ROI, it's whether or not it'll actually survive.
So like 15,000 USD. So I will put your contact information down in the video description.
Yes,
and you can go
it's
talk
nice.
to him if you want
Yeah.
one. He's a really
Still pretty
good
cool.
guy. I believe in him. I've known him for years and years.
Yeah,
Speaks
good,
some
good.
English, and he's a total hustler. So he'll hook you up. This video is sponsored by the Logistics of X,
Cool.
a show diving into the complex but largely invisible systems we often take for granted. What does it take to get a ski area up and running for opening day? How does fresh fish get from the ocean to your plate?
How
does
That's
I was the guest. Might want to listen.
Flag, just you're tagging with phones and you're on metros / Shinkansens.
All of these things have something in common. You can watch them exclusively on my streaming service,
Plane?
Nebula.
Oh.
We have some of the best creators you already know and love, like Real Engineering, Wendover.
There's a couple of these already, and I'm not exactly sure what the purpose of them are. The content platforms, they're supposed to have like a different share of ad revenue for the people that put content on them to incentivize them going there. But they're essentially like small YouTubes is basically what it comes down to, and they try to brand themselves as a channel, and then you subscribe to them. I haven't really seen a purpose for something like this, but I guess that's what they're trying to push, so. Anyways, cool. I do enjoy taking a look at strange parts. Good, good, good. Okay. Let's move along, guys. Off the tubes, let's get into the Reddits here and move along. Ah, we got some lovely mail from the friends at DVD. Oh. Yep. I pointed it out and it actually caused him to get more votes. I pointed out the bias. I pointed out the survivor bias, and that actually caused him to get even more upvotes because I pointed out what's actually happening. He had like 12 votes yesterday. And then I pointed out and I got negative 13 and they all just upvoted him. That's hilarious. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, guys. Good old Dead by Daylight. Gaslight is phenomenal over there. Yep, all the ones posting to Dead by Daylight where I point out hypocrisy or double standards. How the fuck do you see your replies after you reply? After you lose that. Go. I think this is it. I pointed out how Survivor-sided the post was, and got -5 for it. You're just literally gaslighting at this point. I can't tell what's gaslighting anymore, or sarcasm. Hmm. Survivor main's just upvoting the Survivor posts. Yeah, like you can literally see it in the post comments. Chris. Dead by Daylight is 100% Survivor-sided, guys, because they are the majority, and it makes sense. Yeah, it can. If they're getting up off the ground, though, he's not in control of the situation. Matter. All right. Overwatch credits, guys. Rate the play. And to the sauce. Good. Fancy for writing in Spanish. Depends on what you write in Spanish. Fellow players reported your verified chat multiple times for violating the code of conduct. I swear they didn't tell you what you're reported for, because then you can single people out. Might just be made up bullshit. Problems with the Blizzard report system is they're very, very vague when you get actioned. Extremely vague. Why did this deserve a mute? Modified Yippee. Red People 80 and A7000, War God so much. Villain Arc. Usual. A 4v5 in comp? Were you cheating? AMD Reddits. Good. Excited for frame generation. Frame generation is the new version of DLSS for AMD. DLSS 3. DLSS 3 sucks. The reason for it is because it interpolates FPS and adds in basically random frame generate. It generates new frames, and they can be pretty fucking weird. Like, they don't look like the game. So you can basically you can increase your FPS at the expense of it just looking like crap. So, yeah. Overwatch doesn't even have DLSS, does it? 8K resolution will soon become the new industry norm. New technology says DLSS 3. DLSS maybe, not DLSS 3. Has it? DLSS 3 might allow us to go beyond the 600 FPS cap. Could it matter? Don't know. Yep. DVD Reddits. Mm-hmm. Poor Man Swift is rubbing one escape, claiming that I lost the game. Yep. And upvoted. uh. Oh, guys, fucking Dead by Daylight is a complete. It is absolutely an experience. Dead by Daylight is an experience where they try to convince you every which way is Sunday. The more you kill, the more they'll try to convince you you lost at Dead by Daylight. I made videos on that. I have videos of that. Excuse me. I have videos of that. Yeah, if you guys are curious about my Dead by Daylight years, just go through my highlights on YouTube. Some of it's pretty fantastic. Some of the stuff they come up with is absolutely fantastic as shit. Spoiled and entitled. I do miss Dead by Daylight, but at the same time I like playing Overwatch, so... Yeah. I miss it, but I also don't miss it. Okay. Let's move on to Overwatch 2. Oh, fuck. I need to spend time actually making, I need to transfer my tiles from Twitch to Kick. Shit. I still need to transfer my tiles from Twitch to Kick. We need to spend a night doing that at some point here. Fuck, guys. Shit, fuck. I'm gonna wash my coffee cup out, guys, grab a water and a soda. I will be right back. Water. Righty. Let's see. Checking something real quick here. Good. Also, my receiver's working again. That's wonderful. It is absolutely horrifying. You know, some monitors have built-in speakers. I've used them for the last couple days because it's so hot and my receiver wasn't powering up. And it was absolutely terrible. Absolutely horrible listening to it through the built-in speakers. Oh. Horrifying. Worse than laptop speakers. Yes. Launch. Okay. The finger cam. Oh my god. I mean, GIF? It's a GIF. It's just a GIF, guys. GIF. Good. Now with these cans, they have like no film, no carb in them. A spurt sticky gooey liquid everywhere, guys. It's all over. It's all over, and that makes everything sticky. Probably a testament of how long this 12 pack was at the gas station. I haven't went shopping in a while. I need to get soda. So I went to the gas station, bought a really expensive 12-pack of soda. And, yeah. Most people don't go to the gas station to buy a really expensive 12-pack of soda. For reasons. It was the only place that was open, so... Yep. Alright. Why? I wonder why they don't go to the gas station to get a really expensive pack of soda, guys. Let's do gamazes. Ready. Hmm.
Messy, but we got it done.
Oh. We're all friendly, guys. That's not what we want. Be a button. It should just be a button that makes all of them just shoot at you constantly. Not move and like aggro, but just like shoot at you.
When I'm hitting my shots, you can't touch. Triple.
Like duplicated the bots?
I don't think so. Taken down.
Caught up with What We Do in the Shadows, guys. Fucking hilarious series. Absolutely hilarious.
Double.
Love it. For what's basically a sitcom, it's pretty good.
Double.
Pretty good. Reminds me of Archer in a way. Great series, guys.
Blasted.
Done series, 2 episodes left in the season. I figured, why not?
Double. Triple kill. We strike again and again. You weren't watching the skies. Forgot your parachute? Double the air. A clean kill.
Register my click.
I don't think so.
What the fuck?
Splash. Double kill. Double kill. Increasing altitude. Well deserved. Get back.
Oh,
Move back. Establishing aerial position. Picked off. Move.
nice. Good, good, good. While we wait, find the right directory on YouTube. Not look like I am. What about on Facebook? Also does not look like I am. I don't know if it takes time or what. There we go. I am. Not in Facebook, though. Hmm.
Welcome to Ishvaransa.
Good. Happy Sun Moon, guys. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. Oh, yeah. Let's do some Overwatch. And cam off for first game. Turn that cam off. Allows me to practice my craft in silence. Without having eyeballs on me.
Hello. I have the power. 3, 2, 1. Affirmative. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
Rid of him. Fuck off, Doomfist. Surprised he hasn't tried to charge me just yet. We don't need to group up yet. No one's on the other side. There is. Where he's going. Good. Tried to. I know what he's trying to do. Oh my god, Sombra. Please.
We're pushing the barricade.
Dispersing.
God, that fucking timing. You gotta be fucking shitting me. Doomfist in a nutshell, guys, is just like pure RNG. Like, he didn't intentionally do that. That just happened to align with me fucking ulting. Not sure where my Aegis went. I lost my concuss from my E. There you go. Built the wrong character? Kinda looks that way. Oh, that tree. I die. Holy shit! The Anna Sleep saved me! The Anna Sleep 100% just saved me from that.
I believe the robot's better off.
At least she's standing on my head. Oh, doom.
Okay,
Good.
my head's in the game. Aerial positioning underway. Over there.
What's our team doing? Why is our team back here?
The robot has been secured.
I.
Shall we do this together?
Here's our tank.
Let's group up.
Teammates. There's a Mercy. There's a tank again. Okay. Bastion's gonna be here. Uh-oh. Do we have a toggle, guys? We may have a toggle. Mainly the last shot. A very shaky aim for very accurate aim. Lovely.
Supercharged and on fire. Take cover. The tree's gone.
Increasing altitude. En route.
There.
Battery is ready. Approaching.
Ready to activate the EMP.
Well, there's that. Lovely. Now we get cheaters for the rest of the night. Oh, please. What's Anna doing? Good? Good. Alrighty. Let's thinker healer. Good. Enabled us, guys. Absolutely enabled us. Wonderful. Why am I not showing up in book directory. Don't know. Have to do this, maybe. And this. Not show up in Overwatch 2 directory. Dude, I swear to God, guys, like, YouTube and Facebook are erratic as fuck. As far as, like, you being in the directories you're supposed to be in, like, it just seems random sometimes, like, you just aren't there. Sometimes it will be, and sometimes it won't be. And sometimes I have to change my directories to show up. Which isn't good. Like, how can you consistently stream to a platform if the platform doesn't work properly? Like, that shouldn't even be a bug, right? Kick doesn't have the problem, but YouTube is like a fucking juggernaut. And they're like, maybe you're not here. Maybe you're somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe. Nah, you're fine. Fine. I'm in the Overwatch directory. On Kick. Yes, I am. Lovely 11 viewers.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar. Prepare your defenses.
Guys.
Select your hero.
Alrighty. Got a cheater. Guy's the cheater.
If you're close enough to me. Look at the state of the world. Something has to change.
Probably a cheater lobby, guys. Yeah, cheater lobby, but multiple people in here are cheating.
Establishing aerial position.
Well, maybe I gained a little too.
Idea who that is.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know how there's people that like know me, but I have no idea where they know me from. And that's a cheating piece of shit. All jumping through the air, guys.
Let's show him some air power.
Probably check squads here in a second. Like they're nowheres from somewhere, but I don't know where they're from. But they all seem to know each other, and they seem to know me. So it's like someone's Discord or something, but it's not another streamer. I'm very certain it's not another streamer.
Enemy here. Eyes here. I knew it would come from me.
Probably gonna get two tapped again. Trying to pop shot me with her aimbot. Yeah, and I was in the air too long. Or line of sight too long. So what you'll see is with people that are cheating, if you line of sight them properly, is they'll try to do pop shots because they're 100% accurate when they want to be. So they'll just try to line of sight you by getting airtime. Normally people miss in the air, right? But you see a Widow do it, and then all of a sudden they just pop shot you, and then they get 2 hits just right in a row. Almost like it's made to happen that way, right? Like something's happening that's causing that to happen. So we have to line of sight the... We have to line of sight the... There he is. Let's check squad. My guess is the Mercy, who is trash talking, is grouped with the guy that's cheating. 4 stack. Fire Cream. Anna?
Establishing aerial position.
Possibly 2 stack, more than likely a 4 stack. He just tried to pre-shoot me coming around the corner. Like a kid with a fucking aimbot just walking around holding mouse 1. Absolutely incredible, like it's not even positioning. So possibly a % miss and then manually toggles over the top of it. He didn't even flick anywhere close to me. He just hard locked me now. Good. But I killed him. I think I killed him twice. He has to show me good now. Yeah. It's like straight up hard lock. Fun. He goes, guys. Like I said, it's just like fucking Widow logic. When you see people cheating on Widow, it's the same shit. They'll try and pop shot you to get line of sight on you because they can't play properly, and then just use their aimbot to their advantage. Because they're going to try and 2-shot me, just headshot me. And probably cannot shoot my feetsies because he's not actually good. But we can't hold this angle for long, so. Trying to pop shot me again. Jumping around, holding mouse 1, guys. Good shit. Because that's what happens when you don't even need to aim, is you can just jump around, fall, jump into the air, and it doesn't fucking matter because you aren't actually aiming. Just throwing at me. I think people are queued with me. Tried to finish me off because they knew how much HP I had. Trash talking right now because they're friends, apparently. Normal herd mentality. That guy is 100% accurate. We gotta kill him. And she's gonna get res now. Is. So maybe we have to kill the Mercy? Yeah? We're gonna report that.
Heroes never die.
Always more to learn.
Helden sterben nicht.
We're outnumbered. Stay sharp.
Okay. She's gonna get probably banned for that. Not a permanent ban, but probably a week timeout. Good shit. Mercy.
I'm on top of the world. Killing pylon deployed.
The name's Cassidy.
Don't be reckless.
That's pretty good. That's up there with the isms and phobes, guys. Oh, this guy literally peeked out looking at me? Yeah? And 100% accurate Anna. Ash, excuse me. So it's a 4-stack, as I mentioned already.
Do something.
I don't know if we should bop it off. Question. Still there. Yeah. Pre-aim. This guy's gonna catch a ban. He's looking exactly at my position through the wall.
The skies await. And away.
Like I said, there's people in the community, guys, that know that I get cheaters banned, and this is apparently one of the groups. I have no idea who these guys are. One of the guys I have on block, but I don't remember who it is. And the Mercy is trash talking me, and obviously queued with the guy that I apparently have blocked. That's not good. Best we can do. I thought they're gonna hop down. Actually, why is not even doing that bad, guys? Good.
Always more to learn.
Soldier might be cheating now. He wasn't earlier in the match. It's like somewhere between point 1 and point 2 is when that started happening.
I see an enemy.
And the guy looking at me through walls at exact Z height. Yeah. Exact Z height. That guy's definitely cheating.
All systems phenomenal.
Yeah. So we're gonna go through and we're gonna pick out timestamps for this guy. Apparently he knows me. See how many hours he has on the account too. And pop shot to finish me off because he knows how much HP I have. Like I said, cheaters all act the same. Can't shoot me in the below guys, so they have to come up the top because they can't lock to my lower portion of my body. Good stuff. Hit reg problems from the looks of it? Those were on. Common with cheats. Should have saved your res for the tank. Oh god, they wanted to kill me so bad.
Play of the game.
Yeah, so like I said, definitely have a bone to pick with me. I have no fucking idea who these guys are. That's hilarious, though. We're gonna go through and we're gonna get that soul guy banned. Let's see. And also looks like the McCree is a 4-stack too. Looked like the McCree was cheating at the end of it. Have some really juicy wall looks on the... Let's see. Take a look. I have no idea who this guy is. Probably Altic. Together. That's about maybe bought someone's account. Yeah, we already reported for comments they made. This guy is private. Let's go through and take a look at the game now. Report him regardless, but we're gonna find some timestamps. Good stuff, guys. You can't make this shit up. So there has to be a cheating Discord somewhere where they're absolutely bent out of shape about me. There's a couple people like this. It's all the same shit. Actively flicks away from targets. Definitely has hit reg issues.
Let's get back in this.
So she can't actually see her right now, but she's tracking through walls. Let's see. There's a Lari. You can't see the health bar. Clearly tracking her through walls. You want to pick a fight? Now, we'll take the 20 minutes, 30 minutes to do this. That's fine. 114. She did this a lot through the match. Surprise! It's an Alari.
Point me in the right direction.
Definitely has hit reg issues.
Let's get back in the saddle. Does anyone care about moving the payload? Does anyone care about moving the payload?
I wish you could write longer than a paragraph, too.
Let me.
They're even good. I don't know why they go other way to try and aggravate me. If... This isn't just one of these. This isn't just one scenario, guys. They aren't remotely competent at cheating.
Easy, Girl Scout.
Just snap to a guy through walls.
Easy, Girl Scout.
205. Fuck this guy. Hey, this is even good cheating. Just accidentally snapped to someone else through the wall. It's the Mercy.
I'm taking the payload.
Even better if they know that they group with cheaters. Try to shoot me behind the wall.
Do something.
7. Although that might... I don't... No, we aren't going to do that one. That's not very good. Sometimes people will reactionarily shoot behind the wall. This is the same direction as falling, and they're falling. They're just fucking looking at me through the wall. A lot better ones here. 250. watching the diva. Is that their diva? Snap the Mercy, possibly. Dude, there's so many. Like, I don't think I need to do this, but I'm just gonna do this just to make sure. 7. Jesus Christ, dude.
Here it comes. Can't win over here. Stay out of my way. I get the idea.
Another one.
Damage intensified.
Like I said, I think it's a cheater community. I think these guys know me through a cheater community, and like they're just trying to like try to bully me to get me out of the game or something, because they probably got their accounts banned. Jesus fucking Christ. 325. Unbelievable. Like, this isn't remotely good. Normally when we see people wall looking, we get like maybe 3 timestamps of people looking directly through people through walls. I have 6 right now. I already have 6, and we are a third of the way into the match. Holy fuck. Evening, Teddy. Can't even shoot their own dynamite. Falling her through the wall right now. I don't think she was hurt, so she can't actually see the health bars. Did hurt her.
Devastation.
Clearly just following her through the wall, though.
Continuing damage increase.
Edge. What are you even talking about, Teddy? Shooting me through the wall again. Could be reactionary. I don't think so. Guy doesn't really have good reaction time. We'll add that in. Not gonna take that many. It's pretty easy to tell this guy has a wall hack. I can still see my wings. Shoot me? She didn't shoot me, did she? Maybe Bob reveals my health bar. I don't think so. See the top of my wings. Soldier gets up there with a rocket jump to the forklift. I said, there's a lot of these guys. It seems like there's kind of a grandfathering system. The longer the players are into the game, the less likely they are to get it banned. From what I've seen, even though there's stat banning in the game. So they're more liberal with footage when it comes to people that, you know, have hundreds of hours on their account. Unless something happens like that changes hands, which makes it more difficult to get them banned, but you can definitely still get them banned. Probably one of the reasons that they don't even want AI anti-cheat is because then they won't have this illusion that there's some good players in the game. That were known good players, and they just turn out to be shitbirds.
Helden sterben nicht. Give them their medicine.
That's where I was filling out the report for Mercy.
I get the idea.
33. You can see how bad their aim is. Like, they're like trying to chase it around to get the lock onto the player, and it's like they aren't really even having a time here. Fuck was that? It's like, well, she was like tracking her diva movement. What the fuck are you even doing? You can see how bad their aim is. Oh, when the aimbot doesn't lock. So, because of the way minimum lock distances work on characters, if your minimum lock distance is too small, then it relies on your normal aim. It's more organic, but it relies on your normal aim to get close to the character. And if you can't, at least do a scenario where you can't shoot shit, which is why 80 strafing still works against aimbots. Because if it hard locks, it is very easy to see. So there is a min lock distance, usually under a humanization feature, some kind that's colloquial term that they use for it. Depending on what the player sets it up to be, will change basically lock distances and such, or how sticky it will be. Also, despite the Mercy talking shit about me, she was 100% actually healing me and doing a good job at it too. So despite her basically talking shit with her friends, she was actually helping me to win, and not actually trying to fuck me over. Which is kind of weird, because she was like, she was actually asking her if she was dueling with me, which she said she wasn't, but she was definitely also, she was aiding me. So good for her, even if she was kind of a little bit two-faced there, you know. Friend groups, guys, are kind of weird.
Better be a good excuse for this hold.
Yeah.
Better be a good excuse for this hold up. Let me handle it.
So they must have been watching my stream. Oh, they just lost the soldier. They must have been watching my stream because it seems like she's not as liberal with wall looking as earlier, but it's still happening. He has no line of sight on soldier.
My tactical visor is charging.
Got some good timestamp clips, guys. The only reason I'm going through doing this is A, this seems like a squad that knows me and they're assholes and they're picking a fight, and B, I already have this guy on block, which means I've already reported him once, but he hasn't gotten banned. Despite this being extremely obvious. Rare, but I do have people that don't get banned after I report them. There's no indication that I was there. Pretty obvious snapping, but like their snap distance is really high. McCree was firing from behind cover. For some reason they have their aimbot set up to lock the people behind walls. I don't know why.
Just what I needed.
Like she was tracking the Mercy, but wasn't spot on. Firing specifically on me because I was behind cover. Game. I need to get a dial. I need to get one of those guys that goes, we'd like to use in film. They probably have them for casters that actually do like casting for Overwatch League. I'm sure it's actually built in, whether or not I can use it. 57. All it's like when the stress levels climb, guys, when people are trying to BM and dick around extra hard. Not visible yet when she was flicking over. 905. Prior to her wings being exposed. Definitely has hit reg issues, which is very prominent. It's not just people that use aimbots, but it's very prominent with people that use aimbots. Parallel linear velocity. That's the Z height.
Bob, do something.
That's what I pointed out in game. This is a big no-no. There's no vertical audio, which means even if you know where the person is, like the XY on the ground, you don't know how high they are up in the air, but this guy is clearly looking exactly where I'm about to pop out from. Surprise, I am. But I have a % miss set up! There's no way I can get banned! Just stop shooting at the guy that they're actually shooting at. They just randomly picked up different targets. Look at this. So this player is so bad, they don't even, like, their aimbot is switching between different players, and instead of actually finishing someone off, which they should be doing, it takes over and snaps to a new player, and they just keep going with the new player instead of actually trying to, like, hit the guy that they actually just shot. He's shooting at this guy, right? The aimbot takes over on the Mercy. He just starts shooting at the fucking Mercy. Because that's who the aimbot took over. And the aimbot takes over again, and now he's shooting at the Lari. Because they actually went in front of each other, and the aimbot thought they're aiming at them when they weren't. Oh. Oh, this is the aim of desperation. Once again, we're only spending time doing this because these guys are being assholes, and apparently I've already reported this guy once.
Initializing system. Miss me.
1041. She doesn't have line of sight on her anymore, and she's looking exactly at her behind the wall.
Fields online.
Nothing can pass me. Nothing can.
Taking extra time. Bit of misinformation there. Not that that matters.
I know one thing. Someone
Okay. That's a lot to fit in a report. So how many timestamps do we end up with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 timestamps, guys, of direct wall looks. Of looking at people through walls. Normally we have 2 to 3, sometimes 4. That's going to be juicy. Hopefully, it's very easy to see that guy's a wall hack, but we're making sure. We are making sure. But very obvious aimbot has hit reg miss. Example 114, 53, 205, 250, 307, 325, 427, 50, 633, 743, 6, 7, 905, 944, 1041, 1043. If this isn't enough to get someone banned, guys, I have no idea. Once again, the longer they're in the game, the more liberal Blizzard is with their banning procedures. You can't really look at that. It's, you know, like, you maybe can kind of throw a one-off, right? It just happens, an accident. You have 16 data points there of where they accidentally happen to be looking directly at people through walls. Yeah. Reported them before, too. Okay. Just to make sure that this doesn't cause any issues, we're going to unblock them. We're going to report them after unblocking them. Block them again. It causes any issues, but just to make sure. Weird if it does, because you have to sometimes report people that are constantly harassing you even after blocking them. So. Man, that'll be even better. $448. I definitely remember a Luna. There's a lot of Lunas, though. Luna is a very, very generic name, so... all these guys were together, except for this guy. And the Doomfist, I don't think was really cheating, but then these three guys... these two were definitely cheating, and then she was just sitting there shit-talking and saying stuff that she shouldn't, so... we'll see. She's probably gonna get, like, catch a week ban at the very least for the trash talk. Calling someone a pedo constantly is probably not where you want to be with your life. No. Alrighty. Next game. That's pretty good. Not gonna lie, guys, that's pretty good. I said that took an extra amount of time, but that will happen. How long ago was the game? That was probably 15, 20 minutes? But there was a ban 30 minutes ago. A lot of data points there. Take it. Next game. Oh, the stress in that game, by the way, was phenomenal. I'm glad I had my face cam off. That's pretty good. They were definitely trying their very best to shit talk, like will bad juju on me. You could feel it. I think that has a lot to do with I think it's a cheat squad. Like, it's a cheat Discord that knows me. So then they all try to gang on me whenever they see me. So I don't really interact with people in game at all for obvious reasons. So not sure how they know me. And blocking people isn't... I almost never block people because of trash talk. The only time I block them is... the only time I block them is when I report them for cheating. Otherwise, if I do block people, it's a squelch, which squelches are temporary. Blocks are permanent and based on their BNet ID. So my block list has their BattleNet account on it. And by the way, when you report people for communication, you have to do it exactly when they do it, because it timestamps it. So you're likely to actually, Polaris12329, and that's good. They probably know I stream too, so. Groups like that, there's two distinct hate groups that seem to be in the game. Hate squads, we occasionally run into both of them. The other one I think we got banned, so, or some of them banned, I don't know if we get them all banned. The 3 stack.
like a jellyfish, sting like a jellyfish.
Double.
Taking to the air. Got one.
Double kill.
I don't think so. Where's your jetpack?
That was good.
Messy, but we got it done.
Like playing extra hard game of comp without actually playing comp. And nothing being on the line. Except ego and pride.
Double kill.
And we still won it too. Even with 2 people cheating, we still won that. It's great.
Clean kill.
Double kill.
Taking off.
Double
Blown away.
By the way, unless you are a tank, I'm a firm believer that deaths don't matter in this game. Everyone talks about deaths. It depends on what you do. Limbs and kills. Or excuse me, limbs and damage or limbs and healing. Just healing in the case of a healer.
Take it down.
You can't do healing when you're dead. So if you're doing damage and you're catching up or doing the same amount of damage as other DPS while having a lot more kills or a lot more deaths, like that means you are outperforming them efficiency-wise when you're actually in battle. You can play safe all you want. Playing safe is not helpful for taking objectives or holding objectives. It just caters your KD.
double kill.
Everyone surmises stats in this game based on deaths, which is why I think that should be removed. Serves no purpose except lane gaming.
Scatter. Terminated.
Tank, on the other hand, even when they aren't performing, like as far as they aren't performing as far as DPS or limbs go. As long as they're alive, they're generally influencing the battle by being exerting offensive pressure. So, if they're dead, they can't exert offensive pressure. They can't soak when they're dead. But you'd be able to see that with damage absorbed or damage taken. Mitigated is not the same thing as damage taken, so. Lovely.
Strike from above.
Like I said, I want a stat when you report cheaters. I want a stat that tallies up all the hours from the accounts that get banned from my reports. I want that, and then a % accuracy, so how many accounts get banned that I report. Doesn't need to tell you who's been banned, but oh my god, that would be such an ego stroke, guys. If you could see the thousands of hours of the accounts that you've gotten banned. That'd be like a win for anti-cheat right there.
Forgiveness is earned.
Enemy over here.
Right, yeah.
Help me. All systems nominal.
The objective is
Join me on the
Numbers.
objective.
Keep it tight. On the move.
Anna, online.
Diva online.
Possible wall look.
Increasing altitude.
Trying to BM. So, Doomfist will often try and fuck with you. Alright.
That's 3 hits.
They're fiery group. Getting a lot of focus here. Good. Ball look. Looks like this guy's cheating.
Always more to learn.
Meteor strike.
Rain from above.
Ah. And the Bastion's very accurate too, as is the Anna.
The skies await. Taking off.
Heals.
Returning to battle. Aerial positioning underway.
We're outnumbered.
Apparently doesn't want to heal people.
Excellent teamwork.
Very accurate, Anna. That's not good. And alt wasn't up soon enough. Good. For some reason my aim doesn't feel on. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. By my accuracy.
All systems nominal. Score.
Feels icy.
I hate to work on vacation.
It's kind of stuttering too. What's going on there? Don't know.
Let's sneak in a trip to the beach after this. I won't tell if you don't.
Yep.
And away. I see an enemy. Repulsion.
Bastion's cheating.
I don't think so. I knew I could count on you. They outnumber us. Keep it tight.
Good. Right in front of the Moira again.
await. En route.
Pretty sure Bastion's cheating. Oh.
Returning to battle.
As well as the Tracer.
We're outnumbered. Be advised.
See who's in groups.
Positioning.
Yeah. Intentional.
Won't let you fall.
FK.
Passive out.
Always ready for me the moment I come around the corners while looking at exactly at my positioning. Good.
Aerial positioning underway. Blown away.
Alright.
Justice rains from above.
Gun.
Over here.
Wouldn't have happened if he was Doomfist, but I guess he showed us good. I always like when people impulsively switch characters, you know, regardless of me being a one-trick. Like, he's doing well on Doomfist, he's like, I'm gonna switch, I died once, and they took the point. I'm gonna switch off Doomfist. It has been working for the last 2 games.
Enemy here. Taking off.
Not sure exactly why she used your spin. Bastion definitely sure is cheating. Tracer, not sure. There's just that one weird... Actually, no, I'm pretty sure she's cheating. She was looking directly at me through a wall, tracing me earlier.
All systems nominal. Increasing altitude.
That was on the other side of the tree. Oh. Oh, that's pretty. Small victories, guys. Game feels a little bit better. It still feels like something's funky, though.
All systems fired up and ready to engage.
Good, good, good.
3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture the objective.
Yeah, I'm very certain the Tracer's cheating too. Very accurate Widow, or Anna, and Bastion. Yep.
Always more to learn.
Anna as well.
That's 3 in a row. Excellent teamwork.
So this Tracer is using a wall hack to figure out where I am and what HP I am to finish me off. He's done it 3 times. Yeah, there he goes again. Definitely cheating. Bastion's cheating, the Tracer's cheating, Anna might be cheating. That's exactly why you want to sit up there. He was gonna work. Probably should have killed the tree. We effectively can't kill anything for the most part until the tree's gone. So, probably should have just sat back and DPS the tree. Tracking me behind the tree. Well, he can't see anything. Good. Fucking do it anyways. Works for me. Good. Tried to kill me with a fucking grenade. Bastion did. Okay. That's tough to difficult when he peeks around the wall looking at you in tank form, sentry form. Good.
Making another approach. Establishing aerial
Meteor strike.
Hits. Trying to stay in the Bastion right now. It's fucking hard locked to my body. Oh, there's a detachment for a little bit. Wow.
There's a test subject. Over there. On the move.
And he's gone. That basically guarantees us a win. Unless our team really fucks up. That definitely guarantees us a win. I killed 2 of them, including the tank. We better win this.
I don't stay down. Fortified. Positioning.
Meteor strike.
Nice. Fuck's Anna. I said my aim feels off, but I don't know why, guys. Could have been able to hit that. So both the DPS are cheating. I'm pretty sure the Anna's cheating. Good shit.
Play of
Question first. Hours 8:60. Tracer. Diamond. This is a bot account. Someone bought someone's account. Yeah. Definitely wasn't a Diamond Tracer. So probably got banned and bought a new account and renamed it. Kept the name. Who knows? Round 3. Anna. She did not miss on me. Let's see.
Ready for battle.
Meteor strike. Life protects life.
I am on the objective. Report here now. Obtaining the objective.
وليهم قوتك. Nodding off. Don't fret. I see you.
That's when the Moira was not healing anyone, or me particularly. Good for them. The bat, or excuse me, we had a Torb at one point apparently. Could be snapping into the Torb through the wall, but also could just be looking at teammates.
Taking damage.
Miss.
ازيك؟ Nanoboot is ready. Get in there and I'll hit you. You're powered up. Get in there.
Life protects life.
Nerf this.
Oh. Oh my god. I wonder what happened to that Diva Bomb. I heard it, and then it wasn't in there. That's why I tried to boop the Life Weaver. I think it was in there. Got punched out of the point. I couldn't see it because it was behind the tree. Good.
The objective is now covering you. Hello.
before I died right in front of the healers. Bastion again. Maybe not. Okay, enough of this. Alright, we're gonna call things here for this evening, guys. Yeah. Wonderful games. Wonderful games. I love looking at replays, especially for a prolonged period of time. Had a hate group. Good. That's wonderful. Chasing me around. Fantastic. I actually didn't even do that bad. Not talking about the last game, mind you. Didn't even do that bad. Fun, fun, fun. 41-16. Actually not super amazing. Damage keeping up. I don't know. Okay. We're gonna call things for the scene. Oh my god, you had 16 deaths. Yeah. Well, I also had 16 limbs and same amount of more damage actually than other DPS. So, yeah. Fantastic. As I mentioned before, normally we don't take that much time to do a demo. The only reason I did it was particularly because they had a bone to pick with me and because of someone apparently I already reported for cheating. That's why they're blocked. So, let's call things for this evening, though, guys. Tomorrow will be... Alrighty, guys. If you're new to the stream and you enjoy the bullshit, enjoy the fun, make sure to hit the follow button on your platform. I stream to every platform, or most platforms. I stream to Kick, YouTube, as well as Facebook every night from late night to early morning, GMT 1 to 6, about 11 p.m. Central Standard Time to 4 a.m., give or take. Depends on my life, what's happening, etc., etc. I have other jobs, and as such, this takes a backseat to real life as it goes, but I usually try to stream 3 to 4 hours per night. So, yeah, we're going to call things here for this evening. You missed the replay? Yeah. Well, I mean, just scroll back an hour and you can check it out if you're really interested. Yeah, normally we get direct, when we see the direct wall hacks, which are direct wall looks, which is a pretty good indicator that people are, like a very good indicator that people are cheating. I usually get maybe 2 to 3 of them in a match where, like, that's pretty obvious they're cheating. The guy had 16. So, yeah. Yeah, 16 unique wall looks where they're just staring at people through walls. So, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm pretty sure they're banned, but we'll see. They might show up again. As I mentioned before, it seems like Blizzard is more liberal as far as banning people the longer they're in the game. And I definitely have reported them before, so I don't know. We'll see, guys. But I'm out here for this evening, guys. Thanks for watching my stream as always, and I hope you guys have a wonderfully fantastic Sunday night and Monday morning. Have a good day, guys.